really can't get a photo. I don't know how to hold things and not be silly. How do people do this? Fudge. Finnegan. Hopefully. Ooh. Where's my water? Oh, that's a nice patch of sun, Bobo. Maybe she will join us. What episode are we now? 34? I reckon. Perhaps. It is 74. Let's try and go for like 20 minutes. Hello, finally. Hi. Hello, welcome to Mad About You YouTube channel. I'm your host, Madeleine. I use she and her pronouns, and I come to you today on the land of the gubby people of the Sunshine Coast. Welcome. We are in my new craft room. It is an absolute schmozzle. Somewhat organized behind me. There's this corner over here that is a mess, but my excuse was I didn't have a desk, but that arrived yesterday and I have put it together, and yeah, no excuses. If you are new here, blah 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 blah. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It is now the 16th of June. It's a Sunday. It's 7:17 in the morning. But this is the May recap, May in review. I apologize it's taken me so long to get here, but literally the first weekend of June I moved house. And last weekend I was doing stuff, and during the week I'm a high school teacher if you're new, and it's the second last week of term last week, and so my assessments were coming in and trying to mark like crazy, and I'm meeting a friend at 8:30 to go and mark some more. So anyway, I just haven't had a chance. So it's mid-June, but this is the May review, and I'm so grateful that you've come and spent a bit of time with me. I'm gonna go through, I don't have any finished objects. Oh, actually, perhaps I do. Let me just check my show notes. Sorry,
I would never switch my...
I should have done this before. My descriptions. Yeah, okay, I do have a finished object, but I gifted it ages ago, so I'll have to insert the photo. I have 2 works in progress that I'm currently working on. This is my cat Finnegan. And as you can tell, we're making it our own here, and we've moved in. So that's how that's going to go. We might have a little bit of chatter at the end, and yeah. Okay. Finished objects. On this photo, you will see a pair of socks. These are, I talked about them and they were a whip last month. They are the Canberra socks. They are by Mindful Melbourne maker, who is Kath, and it was her first sock pattern that was released. So I test knit these. They are a DK weight yarn. I talked about, like, there's so many different varieties. The pattern's super well written. Yeah, so I knit these out of Ash and Eve Designs yarn, and I gifted them to my mum for Mother's Day, actually. So yeah, she's worn them a couple of times. She said they're comfy, they're quite, they're DK, so they're like thicker than any socks that I've made her before, and she's quite enjoying them, so I think that's like pretty positive reviews. Kath has another pair of socks coming out recently, or may have just been released, and she's just put a testing call out for some other patterns, so I definitely check that out, because there will be many more coming in the near future. All right, so let's pause the only finished object, and let's go on to works in progress, of which I have 2 to share. The first one, I got inspired from knitting my sock, what do we call them? Canberra socks. And so I decided to knit another DK weight pair of socks. This yarn here it was given to me by a friend, or she's an online friend called Ricky. It was when Fibershare was still happening. It was from my Fibershare swap. And it is actually a homespun house. It's soft sock merino, and it's a Harry Potter club. It's called, the colorway is Weasley is Our King, and it's a merino nylon fingering weight yarn. And so it was dyed in Berlin. I think I received this in 2018, maybe. I think I got it, like one of my first videos is actually talking about like my Fibershare package that I got, and this was definitely one of them. I am knitting the blueberry waffle. Actually, I don't know. The hat is called the blueberry waffle hat. It's the sock pattern that matches that. Let me just check, because now I'm being a really bad podcaster and I actually don't know the name of what I'm supposed to be talking to you about. Where's my Rabbit notebook projects? Oh, they're blueberry. I called it a blue. Oh, it is the blueberry waffle sock. Okay, I don't know why I was just thinking to myself that it wasn't that. Anyway, that's what it will look like. I started these in late May on year 12 camp, and then I haven't really got very far because I started knitting something else. I started knitting with the size that the pattern says, but I just looked at it and was like, it's going to be far too big. So I think I made adjustments to the pattern, actually using Kath's pattern as a base. So I'm following the stitch like pattern, this waffle, excuse me, of the blueberry waffle, but I'm actually using the sizing of Kath's pattern. And I think my plan was, I think I did about 12 rows of this rib, and I've done 10, 20, 30 rows of leg. I'm probably going to do another 10 or 15 of the leg and then do the heel, and they're just going to be like a bit above the ankle, sort of a sock, and I probably just wear them around the house. I think I actually have contemplated gifting them to someone that I work with who's super knit worthy, but I think she's got much smaller foot than me. So and then also I feel like I should keep this yarn for myself because it was a gift from Ricky. So that's that. The next thing that I'm working on, oh, I'm sorry, it's fingering weight yarn. I'm holding it double because it's DK, and it's kind of a little bit yarn barfy, but I'm like pulling one from the inside, one from the outside. But it's like this because I actually had to I ripped back quite a bit and then started again. So, and in my masked circus bag, and I'm sorry, I should have told you what needles I'm knitting this on. 3.5mm needles, and I'm started with my Chalgu circular, but I'm actually now knitting with the my twist shorty Chalgu. Yeah, I'm missing my beginning of round marker. Oh no, I'm not. It's there. Oh my god, seriously, my brain. Okay, I'm making something else. I was totally influenced by Asha Smash Knits. Asha's like only recently, maybe like in the last couple of years, started knitting. She's been podcasting for about a year now, and I just find her to be really fun to watch. She has just makes some really beautiful things, and so I've found myself influenced by her maybe like 3 weeks ago now. She's knitting, oh sorry, she's Finnish, and I'm knitting a pattern called the Turtle Dove Shawl. It is by Sari Nordland. I love a Sari Nordland pattern. I got it printed in black and white, but actually let's just bring up the pattern on Ravelry because it is stunning, and I will show you. Oh, I haven't finished knitting. Oh yes, I have. I was like, I haven't got a project. I do. Pattern. Show you I'll show you the two colors. So there's this one here, which is like a nice gray, and then the red. Ash knit hers in a bright pink, which is really what took my eye. But the pattern calls for it's DK weight, a 3.5mm needle, and it's a it was a mystery advent calendar released in 4 parts, but it uses a fingering weight and a lace weight yarn to make the DK. Now, I've had this yarn combo in my stash for ages, and I bought it from Mel, who is 3 Cats Yarn. And so the colorway I've got is called Sea Glass, and I love it. And I've been really waiting for the most perfect pattern. So this is the fluff. It is a Suri alpaca blend, and then this is the sock yarn, or it's a merino nylon, I think. Yes, it's Mel's Superb Sock Superwash Merino Nylon. And yeah, this is a mulberry, sorry, it's a lace Suri silk. So it's baby 74% baby Suri alpaca, 26% mulberry silk. It might be my favorite fluff I've ever worked with. I think I actually said that about this Sonder yarn too. So anyway, I'm loving this. Let me show you what's worked up so far. I am maybe like a third of the way through the first chart. Let me get rid of my cable needle. And I can't see what you can see, so I'm hoping that this is coming up nicely for you. But it is like cables and bobbles. The stitch markers here are where I've had to drop back and fix stitches. So I haven't knit on this probably for at least like a week now, just because I've been busy with school stuff. I haven't knit at all really, which I'm not enjoying, but that's okay. It's holidays soon. Yeah, so we've got like this twisted rib section. There's this like stockinette. Is it stockinette? No, it's like reverse stockinette, a bobble. There's a bobble down here as well. Then we've got more twisted stitches, this lovely cable. And honestly, it is so soft, it's going to be really warm. The only modifications that I have, oh, and then can you see this like twisted cable too? It's so cool. I love knitting this. It is not potato chippy. I was watching MasterChef while knitting, and I don't know, I'm just like, I have to switch between, excuse me, I found myself having to switch between looking at the pattern, like the chart, so it's fully charted, but also there are written instructions for each section, and so I have kind of I found myself flicking between them. So if I've got my iPad around, I'll put the chart up on my knit companion on my iPad, and then I will like have the other written instructions open on here. So this is like slow going for me, but I'm really enjoying the challenge of knitting on it. I just think it's so beautiful. I think like the yarn, really, I'm finding a lot of joy in the color. I can't describe how happy this is making me feel. So yeah, how long have I been talking? 10 minutes. Yeah, the pattern's written super well. The mistakes that I'm making are just actually, okay, my big thing, because I don't knit from charts very often, I did have to message Ash about it, and then I messaged her at like 8 o'clock at night, and then she'd replied to me early the next morning, but by then I'd actually figured it out. You read the chart one way, and then because it's like an up and back, you like read it the opposite way, so it's like left to right on the right side, and then it's right to left on the right side, and then you read left to right on the wrong side, which makes sense, but I didn't get it for the first couple of rows, and I was like really struggling with the cable. But yeah, it's fun, really fun. I've just got like a Cocoa Knits cable needle that I've just been holding like on the front here. I've got these yarn sleeves on my yarn so they don't go everywhere. That was a gift from another fibre share partner, Paula, and Paula makes beautiful bags. I've shared some of her stuff before. She lives in America, in Washington State. Yeah, so that's literally all I'm working on right now. The other thing that I've been doing, all right, so like that's works in progress. I've moved, obviously, so I'm here. I've been reunited with my stash. I'm kind of trying to figure out this space in this room. So I've bought like a new desk because I got rid of my other one. This one's a sit stand desk. It's electric. I got it off Kogan. I've just put it together, so it's like got my computer monitor on it, and hopefully my neck's been really sore the last 2 days, and I think it's probably from sitting like on my couch while I do my marking. So that will hopefully be better, so I can actually sit in my proper office chair and like have the kids' essays. To be fair, I'm going to mark in a cafe now, so that's like not super good, but anyway. But I've been reunited with my stash. I have a 60-litre tub of yarn to either destash, sell, and stuff that I'm going to give away. I just haven't had a chance. I'm looking at it now. It's actually more. There are 6 skeins on top. Actually, there's about 9 skeins on top. Of that, there are some little balls of like probably 5 to 10 grams. I don't know whether I just like put them all together and then just like say, hey, you $20 for the lot, pay postage, or maybe I'll do them as like a little prize or for something. And the other thing I've got is some knits that are finished that I no longer wear, don't bring me joy, or just I've learned to not in my color palette, so that I'll probably be looking to get rid of. So I just thought I'd take you through some of them quickly. I love this. It is in my colors. I can wear it. It's my first ever like brioche. It's a KAL. It's called the it's by Little Blue Mouse. I can't remember the name. I knit it in 2018. It's Woolen Boon is the main color, and then it's like a Claquetin or something for the contrast. I just don't wear KALs very often, but now that I look at it, I'm like, I might keep that one. Sorry, teaser. My love note that I knit last year, these colors just really aren't for me. I'm gonna let my mum try it on, but I knit a much bigger size. My mum's quite a small person, so I don't really think that they're in her color palette either. So that might be coming to a sale near you. My first ever scarf. I could probably give this one to the op shop. I'm just a little bit scared about giving them away necessarily to people who aren't crafty, because you just wash something on a hot wash and it shrinks, and I might be devastated. This poncho that I made, there's actually a lady at work who said she loves ponchos, so I might just give it to her. It's this it's the first ever like crochet garmenty thing that I made for myself, but my grandma might like it actually. I'll ask her. Turtle dove. No, I don't know what, I can't remember, but I ordered the wool from like Wool Warehouse. It is like really nice drops, proper lovely wool. My pop fizzle hat, it's reverse. Oh, hello. I think I went to put a pom-pom in. It's a bit big, but if you know someone with a big head who might be interested, I'm just not going to wear it. The colors are not for me. The other things, like I actually was going to pull this out because I really wanted to repurpose the pink yarn. It's Ching fiber. This is a shifty something or other. I knitted it in Canberra a couple years ago. I think I sewed it up. I don't know if it's supposed to be sewed up, but I've never like enjoyed wearing it. All the colors so much. I love the colors individually. I just actually don't love them together. So the colors, the pink is Ching fiber, the green is like Stitchcraft and Wizardry, and then this pink merino, the hot pink is We Love Knitting, but she doesn't dye yarn anymore, but it was like one of the last colorways I think she ever dyed. Claire was her name, or is her name. My Middle Eastern Pure Joy, probably gonna, here we go. This is a Hohi Locatelli pattern. Yarn is Hugh Loco, and I got it, actually I think I must have bought it in a destash, because she dyes out of like Colorado or something, but like did some collaborations with the Grocery Girls early on. That was a fun knit actually, but I knit that while really heartbroken, and so I feel like it might bring someone else pure joy, because it doesn't bring me joy. This Musselburgh hat that I knit recently, or 2 years ago, I knit while I was traveling, I think, or maybe this is when I got home. I just don't wear beanies, it's not really cold enough here, so this is like a small one, I might give this one away. It's not, I knit it too small. A crochet beanie with a terrible pom-pom, put that in the op shop pile. This cowl, which is really fun. I loved knitting it. I've got my first ever shawl. I think I could, oh no, this is pure wool. I couldn't give it away to the op shop without a, or maybe is there like use in keeping your first ever shawl? Because it's called the Snow Day Shawl. It's by Mina Phillip. Oh God, I remember like having so many troubles. Like I was a new knitter. I think this was like the first knitted thing I made. I've also got my Pierre shawl. I just don't love it or the colors. Like I love the shawl. It's really great to wear. I just don't feel like the colors do anything for me. So that's probably like everything in this box is something that I've thought about being like, look, it doesn't really bring me joy to wear anymore, so I want to, you know, move it on to other people. And then this one I'm really deliberating hard on. It's got merino possum. It's starting point. It was my first ever mystery knit along. It's the only mystery knit along I have successfully completed in the moment. It's my favorite ever colors. My favorite ever yarn is this one here. The colorway is Enchanted. I feel like it's skein yarn. And this was, yeah, a Hohi mystery pattern. It's supposed to have brioche in it, but I couldn't brioche at the time. I couldn't figure out how, so I did the twisted rib option. And this is like got a possum merino from New Zealand. I just don't love the colors. Like it's knit fine. I just looked that I was like a bit loose when I started one of the sections. But literally I never wear it. So yeah, I just haven't figured out the best way. I see some people do like destashes on Instagram. I have joined a couple of Facebook groups for some of the yarn that I want to move on. And then, oh, I love this. I knit it for my mum, but she has curly hair and doesn't wear a beanie. So, but this yarn is beautiful. I think it's Pickle & Co. from memory, but I'd have to go back and check my project pages. Yeah, oh, and this one here is a Noro beanie. Before I was a knitter, my mum knitted for me. Actually, I probably could wear those. They're bright colours. They're cool. Right, well, that's in the keep pile. Sorry. Yeah, so that's what's like when I figure out what to do. Look, realistically, I'm going on holidays on Saturday, so in a week, less than a week, 6 days. I'm going overseas to Sri Lanka with my mum on a holiday for the whole holidays, the whole school holidays. And so because of that, none of this will get listed probably until mid-July. And then I won't go through the yarn because I feel like 20 minutes is a nice amount of time for videos for me on this channel at this point, and I don't have a lot of time to edit, so this is probably going to be like a very chill edit situation. But also been going through my stash and about some colors and just like trying to be really intentional. So I'm going to be destashing this Louie and Lola. It's called Peach Light. I've knit my sister a beanie last year out of the navy color, so I love the yarn. It's just I don't love the colorway anymore for me to wear. And then I'm looking at these two, and I will keep them because I just don't know why they're out. And then this La Bien-Aimée, it is Yellow Brick Road, I think. Yeah, and it's a merino DK, but I've got plans for the other 4 colors in the set that I bought, so that might be in the destash as well. The other thing I'm thinking about doing, and this will be my last note before I sign off, is a few of us podcasters talked about maybe doing like a Boujie Blanket KAL. Not that I need any more blankets on the go, because I have just found my jelly roll that I started that I'm going to pull out because I don't want to start with these colors, but I've got like all of the different yarns here in this huge bag for that. We're thinking about doing a Boujie Blanket knit along, and I want to do the zigzag blanket, which I've talked about before. And then I found these minis that were given to me by Ash and Eve Designs by Susan to put in my granny strap that I didn't end up knitting. So I feel like I love Susan's yarn. She's probably my favorite yarn dyer in Australia. And so I really want to do them justice. And I love the idea of the zigzag blanket. So I think there's 24 in here. I just haven't decided what contrasting main color I'm going to use. So these are beautiful. So I've got like a little cubby here, which is basically just minis. And there's something else that I was thinking of knitting with scraps or minis, but it's escaped me, and looking at them's not bringing that to mind. So I think they're going to be the zigzag blanket. Alrighty, I think that's it for now. I will probably have not a lot of knitting to show you for June since it's like the 16th already and I've barely knit this month. But that's just life, and sometimes that happens with me. I'm sure I'll get more prolific kind of next term when we're back into school, the swing of school stuff, and not actually, you know, like in the middle of marking when I have 60 year 8 handwritten essays to mark before Friday, and and grades to enter and stuff. So yeah, future life. Anyway, that's that. Nothing else new is happening or interesting, really. I've moved house. I love it. Going to figure out what to do with this space. Kitties are pretty happy here so far. I'm getting the fencing installed, hopefully while I'm away, so that they can go out into the backyard and like enjoy the sunlight when we get it in the morning. I've got shutters to go into a few more rooms still. And then all I have to do left is paint the doors because I didn't get them done, or I didn't do them before I moved in. Oh my goodness. And then we're good. So yeah, thank you for watching this more chilled but chaotic, my brain, episode. And yeah, I hope that you have found something to knit, or that you've been like making while you watch, and that you have a really enjoyable rest of June. This was the May recap. But yeah, happy knitting. I will see you in a month, or no, it's gonna be a month. I was gonna say maybe less than a month, but probably not. So yeah, bye. It's getting late. I'm trying to get some photos here, girl. Do you want to cuddle? No one saw you today. Do you want to show your friends? Some of them really love to see you. I'll just clean out your eye. Hey, Bubba girl. Shall we say hi to our friends? Say hi to the friends on YouTube. Show your face. Hello. Yeah, good girl. Love you, Bubba. You know you ruined my photos. She's the snuggly one. Aren't ya? Snuggle bug. Okay, off you get. Good girl. See ya.